What is a moment, any moment, that has restored your faith in humanity? When I originally wrote this question back in 2020, it felt as though we desperately needed something to restore our faith in humanity. Elections, riots, no work, too much work, broken supply chains. Oh, and there was a global pandemic on. People died. It made sense to lose faith in humanity. And yet, when the world seemed darker and more divided than ever, there were beacons of light that got us through. Voices that demanded justice and ears that heard those cries with compassion. Eyes that saw opportunities to replace a broken system that had been forced to keep going and was suddenly ground to a halt. Every single one of the essential workers who propped up the infrastructure that was necessary in the face of extreme unknown. But to be honest, those aren't the moments that come to mind when I think about this question. I think about the person with a full cart of groceries letting someone with a can of beans skip ahead of them in line. I think about the cars that don't honk when they're cut off on the highway. I think of the young family with their dogs and kids who make space for the elderly neighbor on the sidewalk and lend a smile. It's the little things that get me emotional. They're easy to overlook because they're easy to opt out of. Pandemic has passed, but there are still dark days. And it's helpful to remember that we don't have to light up the entire world to be a light for someone's entire world.